Hello, hello, Soul Tribe. We're going to do a reading. I've already got some energy on the table, but I stopped here. Spirit told me don't go any further until I record it, so that's what we're going to do. Before we start, I'm going to do the singing bowl and just kind of clear the energy. If you'd like to join with me, you can take a deep breath as you listen to the tone. Let's get started. All right, collective. Okay, so the energy that came out on the table when I was just sitting here, there's someone who wants to come in and make peace with you, okay? They're coming in on their, this is a Knight of Cups energy basically, okay? But they're coming in on their white horse. You see their flag, it's all tattered and torn. But they have this pure aura around them, right? So this is someone who feels like they've done the work, is what I'm hearing. This could be someone that you've had a commitment with or someone who wants a commitment with you, okay? This talks about committed relationships, being swept off your feet, situations or topics that make your heart flutter, okay? So someone wants to come in, they want to either release the past, balance the past, make amends for the past, something like that. And then you've got the Three of Ariel here, and this talks about doing what you love, a time of great personal growth in your career or your artistic endeavor, working with others in a cooperative manner. Okay, so let me see if I can kind of push that back a little bit. We'll put my little wand up there. Can y'all see that? Okay, so we got peace, Knight of Cups, and basically the Three of Cups here. This person that wants to come in and make peace with the collective. Spirit. Not this deck. Okay, let's go to this other deck. Father God, Holy Spirit, beautiful archangels, ancestors of the highest white light, I ask that you please deliver the message. Help me to hear clearly, see clearly, and interpret clearly the messages for the highest good of the collective. Bring truth, clarity, healing, confirmation, awareness. Forward, please, and thank you. Truth only. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, so let's talk about this energy. Why is peace here? Peace. Okay, definitely someone wants to bring a peaceful proposal to you, okay? If this isn't someone trying to make amends, we'll look deeper. If this is someone new coming into your life, this is someone who wants to offer peace. Like they want to be your peace. This person could feel like you've had a rough go of it and that you deserve peace. They want to be the port in your storm is what I'm hearing, okay? But they're definitely coming in with a proposal. And this could come as a surprise to you, right? This could be a surprise. Maybe you're not expecting this proposal from this person in particular, right? This person coming in to make peace with you, it could be a complete surprise, okay? You're not expecting this. Tell me about this Knight of Raphael energy, romantic. Yeah, romance on romantic, okay? They definitely have some deep feelings for you. And there's the word surprise again. Their feelings for you are going to come to you as a surprise. Romantic surprises are on the horizon. Be open to them. Tell me about the Three of Cups. Okay, this is someone who may have sacrificed this connection in the past, right? So this could be someone who wants to come in and make amends for sacrificing something in the past, okay? They could have sacrificed their opportunity with you, maybe to go off in a new direction even. They could be regretting that, and they want to come in and have peace with you. Or if this is someone unexpected, right? This is a surprise to you. So maybe there was like an opportunity that this person could have taken to be with you or work with you in the past, but they let it go, right? They didn't invest in you. But they want to come back around. This is someone who regrets missing their moment with you in the past. It says love may come with sacrifices. Evaluate what you're willing to give up and what you're not willing to give up, okay? I feel like this person, you know, has evaluated the sacrifice and what it requires. This person may just be realizing that like they're in love with you, okay? Maybe they're realizing that this love that they have for you is worth the sacrifice. Maybe in the past they weren't looking at it in those terms. Okay? I feel like this person's been taking a lot of alone time to relax. Maybe you have too. Maybe you've been focusing on your wish fulfillment and building friendships. Okay, this is an ex, okay, who had, okay, this is what it is. Okay. This ex of yours, they're going to come in trying to offer friendship, okay? Or, oh, okay, this is what happened in the past. So this ex was holding on to somebody that they said was just a friend. You say he's just a friend, oh baby, please. Anyways, they said they were holding on to an ex that they said we're just friends, okay? And so they could have sacrificed an opportunity with you because they could not let go of this connection with this ex that they said they were just friends with, okay? They're realizing that was the illusion. They feel like they missed their doorway by holding on to this ex, okay? This ex that they said was just a friend, put them in the void, okay? Put them in some sort of abyss energy. And so you're over here having some alone time, relaxing, focusing on your wish fulfillment. Okay? So the sacrifice came down to this person had a choice. They were to either sacrifice you, they were either to sacrifice this ex they had a friendship with, so-called friendship with, okay? We'll dig deeper, but they were probably having some sort of an affair, okay? They were meant to sacrifice this illusionary connection with this ex of theirs that they couldn't let go of. Or the other choice was to sacrifice this opportunity with you. And they've really been thinking about this. Maybe this person has decided to sacrifice this ex, to no longer try to hold on to a friendship with this ex of theirs. And now they've been doing the work, right? Like they've cleaned their energy. They've cleaned their aura. If you look in both of these cards, there's like a white aura around both of these energies here, okay? And so their flag is tattered. Their flag is tattered. They feel like they went in the wrong direction. They had to go purify themselves, go through the battle of purification. And now they feel like they've earned their wings. And so they're seeing you. They're seeing an opportunity with you clearly. Where I feel like in the past, so in the past, how did they see this? How were they viewing you in the past versus how they're viewing you now? Let's look at that. Okay, so in the past, they were viewing you in what way? This person who wants to offer peace and proposal to the collective, how were they viewing the collective when they made this sacrifice? Yeah, the world, right? A completion. They were viewing you as the one that they needed to close the door on, okay? You're the one they needed to sacrifice. That's how they viewed you in the past. You were the one they had to let go of. How were they viewing this friendship ex person, the illusionary person? They could have given this person an opportunity, yeah. Yeah, they were curious about this person. This person they were watching, right? They still were curious about this person. They didn't want to let go of this person. This isn't the person they thought. So they were still communicating with this person. They were still trying to find out, oh, is this my person? They still thought this ex of theirs was their person, was their opportunity. So they were talking to this person still. Okay? They could have been listening to a lot of gossip. Maybe they were gossiping with this person about you at the time of this sacrifice that was happening. Okay? How do they view you now, collective? So now they want to come in with this proposal. How are they viewing the collective? Yeah, as the Four of Pentacles, right? They're viewing you as you got your boundaries up. You are definitely, holding on to your energy. They feel like you're holding your energy back from them. Okay? That you're holding yourself back from them. Because, I mean, why wouldn't you? They sacrificed you, right? Like, they made the choice. You got your boundaries up. You're limiting their access to you in some way. Okay? How are they viewing this person down here that they couldn't let go of? The person they were gossiping about you with. Okay. Okay. Three of Cups, Empress. Hold on. Or that's what they thought. Wheel of Fortune. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Let me go deeper because I don't think maybe this is how they were seeing this ex, as like their Wheel of Fortune, their Empress, their celebration. They were looking for more information about that person, right? So they chose to like sacrifice you. You put up your boundaries. You said, okay, you got free will. You can freely make this choice. I'm going to go and have some alone time, relax, and focus on my wish fulfillment. Okay? So they're over here. They could be over here trying to turn this energy into you. Trying to turn this. They're trying to force this energy to be the Wheel of Fortune, to be the Empress, to be the Three of Cups. Okay? That's what it is. It's like, what's the truth of this energy? Hold on. What is the truth of this energy? This ex, this friendship, this illusionary person? Yeah, the truth is this person's very selfish, stubborn, arrogant, and they want their way all the time. This is what they're finding out. So this is how they were seeing this person as you, as the Empress. They were trying to find out more information. They were struggling to let this go. They wanted to hold on to a friendship with this person. And maybe this is someone they kept going back and forth to like for years, right? This is like that down low friend that they always hook up with no matter what. Even if they're in a relationship or not in a relationship, these two always continue to have a relationship where they were hooking up. Because they thought this was their Empress. They thought this was their Wheel of Fortune. They thought this was their celebration, right? But they're realizing it's an illusion. This connection was always an illusion. And that the person that they thought was the Empress is really someone very selfish. Who was only wearing the Empress's energy. And it's probably because this person wanted them to be the Empress so bad that they completely ignored the fact that you are the Wheel of Fortune, right? It's like, the Empress was right in front of their face at one time here. You were right in front of their face. They chose to sacrifice you because they did not see you in your natural energy. They were looking at this person here, seeing this person as your energy. It's weird. It's weird. It's like an energetic swap. I don't know if this person tried to do that on purpose, this ex, or if this person was just so delusional and confused that they were really mixing up y'all's energy here. Okay? It's weird. It's very weird. But so they want to come in and give you a proposal. So how are they looking at this person now though? So are they still seeing this person as the Empress? Oh, Justice. They feel like this person is their karma. Their consequences. They feel like this person is their karma, their consequences, because they lacked integrity. That's how they see it now. Now they're seeing the true colors. They're seeing this person as someone stubborn that has, you know, a lack of integrity. And, you know, this is a classic side chick energy who doesn't care about anybody but themselves, about getting what they want, okay? That's what they're saying about this person. This person's very selfish. They want their way. However they get that way, as long as they get their way, that's all they care about, okay? And so them seeing this person's true colors is why they're like now looking at back at you here, thinking about making you a proposal. Their feelings, they're recognizing their feelings for you. They're recognizing that they're in love with you. And now they want to come in and like celebrate with you, work with you. But see, the problem is they already chose to put a completion to this. They already chose to sacrifice you. And this is why your boundaries are up so strong. This is why you're okay over here in this very positive, alone, relaxing, wish-fulfilling energy of yours. Right? But this person, this might be why it's surprising you too. It's going to surprise you because you feel like this is done too. You feel like, okay, you missed the boat. You hurt this connection. You chose with your free will to put a completion to this, so I have no other choice but to put my boundaries up. Right? It's like why are you surprised about it? I think you're surprised because you feel like it's completely over. Yeah. You're surprised because you feel like you guys can't work together, or you're not going to work together. Maybe that was your wish fulfillment. You wish to work with this person. You wanted nothing more than to be able to work with this person, love this person, grow with this person. Okay? But you're surprised. You're going to be surprised because you're not, maybe when they come back around, you're not going to feel the way you used to feel about it. Right? Before they sacrificed you, you might have been committed and dedicated and really, really all in, but you might be surprised in yourself because maybe you're not going to feel so dedicated now. And who could blame you at this point, right? You may not want to work with this person. You do have your boundaries up. This person hurt you really badly, right? It's kind of what I'm seeing. But they're praying. I'm hearing they're praying about making peace with you. They feel like, you know, they have to make peace with you. It's like it's nagging at their soul, okay? To make this peace. So they feel like if they come in with a proposal that you will make peace, you will give them peace. Yeah, that you will help them. Look, they feel like if they come in with a proposal, they've been bound in the Eight of Swords, okay? But they feel like coming in with a proposal towards you after the fact of all of this, after they sacrificed you, they feel like they're going to be able to get out of the Eight of Swords. Okay, they're going to be able to come out of being restricted or trapped or, you know, powerless. Okay, they're also facing karma. They're, you know, they want to come out of the Eight of Swords. They want to get out from under this karmic debt that they're carrying with this person over here. Right? They want to be set free. And so they feel like the only way to do that is to propose peace towards you, to find some sort of resolution with you. Maybe this person hid their feelings for you in the past, or they just never really acknowledged their true feelings for you in the past. Maybe the proposal is them finally, you know, just opening their heart chakra and expressing their true feelings. Maybe it's things that you always wanted to hear from them in the past, but you could be surprised by yourself. Like you could surprise yourself because they could be coming in and telling you everything you always wanted to hear from them, but maybe it don't hit the same way it would have back then, right? It's like a done deal for you. You could be like, this was a wish fulfillment, but I've spent so much time alone and my peace is so special and peace is priceless that I'm not willing to trade that, my relaxing, peaceful life that I have now, I'm not willing to trade that just to work with this person who already sacrificed me once. right? Maybe that's going to surprise you that, you know, they're finally giving you something you wished for, but it's no longer your wish. Does that make sense? So tell me about romance. Yeah, they see you as the Queen of Cups. Okay? They're definitely recognizing their feelings for you. Where in the past they turned a blind eye to how they were feeling, or they didn't. They had to close their heart chakra was really closed off, okay? And it had everything to do with them lacking integrity and their involvement with whoever this person down here is, okay? But they're hoping, they see you as someone who's very compassionate and warm, that you are always supportive. You're a natural healer. You heal people, right? With your words, with your sensitivity, with your heart, like you heal folks. And they're really hoping that if they come forward with like their truth, with their feelings, and they open their heart to you, that you're going to give them this Queen of Cups compassionate energy. You're going to still be the healer, okay? And you may very well be this healer still. You may still, and you probably will be, because you're an empress, right? You're a divine feminine. So you're probably going to still give them this compassion, right? You're still going to, you might make peace with this person, but that doesn't mean that you're going to be willing to work with this person, right? That it may or it may not. It doesn't necessarily mean that just because you're going to forgive them and be compassionate and hear them out, that does not mean that you're going to accept their proposal, right? That does not mean that this person is going to escape their karmic debt for sacrificing an empress, you know, for hurting an empress in the way that they did. You might make peace and y'all might find a resolution, but that does not mean you're going to work with this person. Or maybe you decide you do want to work with them. I mean, we all got free will, but the energy's saying that you might be surprised by the fact that you don't want that anymore. Okay, let me just clarify. Why is the Eight of Pentacles in reverse? Yeah, it's not your dream anymore. Okay, Page of Cups. It's like, I'll accept your apology, but I'm not gonna, my head is no longer in the clouds about this. There is no more wishful thinking. I'm not in this naive energy about the situation anymore, right? That ship has passed. That naive, dreamy, you know, schoolgirl love that I once felt for you, that can't come back. Okay, that I can never have that with you again. I can have that in my life, but just not with you, right? It's like, I can't trust you. I can't feel safe around you to be the dreamer. I can't feel safe around you to allow my innocence and my naivety to just kind of shine through and feel protected like I once did. I can't do that with you anymore. And so I accept your apology, but it doesn't mean like I'm going to work with you. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting. Yeah, I feel like moving forward, baby, once you get through this, it's like you're going to make peace with this person. Okay, you're going to be walking away from him. Okay, this person, they're presenting as an emperor because they are doing the work. But the Chariot and Eight of Cups, it's like this emperor is going to move forward after you walk away from them, and so are you. This is literally like this is kind of like the final goodbye between a very long-standing contract between you and this person and whoever this third party is. Right? Yeah, this is like you're closing the door on a past conflict that was a very deep betrayal. Okay, it's come to the light, and you closing the door and walking away with peace, and your heart still open, and just excitement and hope for the future. Like you're walking away with your head held high with dignity. That's what's giving you the victory. The victory doesn't mean that you make peace and allow this person to come back in and then you replay a whole nother cycle with this person, right? I feel like your victory is you gaining your freedom, you standing your ground, speaking your truth from a compassionate place with this person, and just recognizing that what you thought was a wish fulfillment at one time is not really for your highest good, and moving forward, it's not your wish fulfillment, right? You're moving towards a King of Pentacles energy who's been feeling disconnected in their own life. This person's very generous. They want to come in and give to you. So there is an abundant, prosperous, masculine energy who's very stable, very protective, because that's what you need, right, Empress? You need somebody who's going to protect your innocence, not sacrifice it for a karmic like this person over here did, right? So you do have a masculine who's thinking about you right now. He's thinking about supporting you, being generous towards you. And I feel like once you close the door on this past situation, whoever this past person is that's coming in that you thought was a wish fulfillment, that wasn't a wish fulfillment, like once you make that final decision and you see what you need to see about this situation, things are going to move forward quickly for you. 8 of Wands, right? It's just the only thing that needs to happen here in this situation is for you to stand your ground against this person of the past who's under judgment. This is a past person who's under karmic judgment for this, right? They're going to come in, try to make peace. Let them make peace, accept their apology, whatever, right? Like the point is to have resolution and peace, but resolution and peace does not mean going backwards, okay? That's the main lesson for whoever this is, okay? But yeah, that's what I'm seeing. Let me see, is there any other messages Spirit wants to give about this situation? You've got somebody that you're seen as reliable, clever, educated, and balanced. Okay, so once you close the door and you stand the ground on this past situation, it says an excellent opportunity will be offered to you. Scholarships or the pursuit of education. It's time to get to work. So there's a King of Pentacles that is coming in, very protective. This person sees your worth. Okay, this person sees your worth. They see you as very educated, clever, reliable, and balanced. And they want to present you with some sort of opportunity, okay? But they're waiting. They're waiting. They feel like they have to wait until you're fully closing the door on this past situation. Until you are fully at peace with whatever this was in the past where you were sacrificed. Someone sacrificed your innocence. Someone sacrificed you. They try to take your energy, take your blessings, and give it to a karmic down here, right? Like they were living an illusion. They went towards this illusionary connection, but they tried to go to that connection with your energy, with your Wheel of Fortune, celebration, Empress energy. This friend of theirs, who was their ex, who they kept having a relationship with, they tried to take your energy to that person. Once you make peace with what happened here, and you release this person. I wish you well. I pray you heal. Good. I'm glad you're doing your work finally, but you did miss an opportunity. You should never have sacrificed me. You should have never played on my innocence. You were meant to protect me, to grow with me, to heal, okay? And you completely dropped the ball. And so I cannot trust you. Once you say what you need to say on that end to whoever this is that wants to come in and surprise you with a proposal, once you close that door, baby, you are moving forward completely, okay? Into bigger and brighter things. All right? So any other thing, anything else that's going to help the collective as they close the door on this past cycle, this person who wants to come out of karmic judgment? Any other insights or characteristics of this situation that will help the collective? Yeah, somebody wants you to travel. Yeah, somebody's expecting you to travel. Yeah, okay, this person, they could have expected you to travel towards them. See how he's watching, he's looking at his watch, okay, and he's expecting some sort of travel. He could have been trying to call you in, right, thinking that it's going to work, or so he can make this proposal, okay. But your twin flame is some earth angel rich guy energy who sees you as a divine feminine, who's already protective of you. You guys are both these star seed energies who are meant to, you know, experience bliss together. This person wants to say hello to you. Maybe this is your guy. He's waiting for something, right? This is that King of Pentacles energy who's kind of waiting expectantly for you to travel. Something about traveling. What is this? What is this expectation around travel? Maybe you're going to meet this person while you're traveling or something. Yeah, they're okay. Relationship. So he's expecting you to end a relationship with a King of Swords. Okay, this other person who wants to make peace. Yeah, court in reverse. Yeah, it's like your true twin flame, protective masculine, knows that this other energy wants to come back towards you because they want to get out of the courthouse. They want to get out from under this karmic energy. So your twin is just waiting for this to play out before they can travel towards you, okay? So this is about to happen. This is a reading of prepare you, because this person, this Ice King from your past, okay, that you don't want to have a relationship with anymore, is under karmic judgment, and they want to come towards you. They want to try to get you back into a cycle with them after they sacrificed you, right? Because they don't want to have to go to the spiritual court. They don't want to have to face judgment for what they did to you, for the sacrifice they made on your innocence, okay? Once this plays out, your rich guy man over here is either going to travel towards you, or he's just telling spirit, okay, this is the sign. This is how I'm going to know she's free, is she's going to travel towards me type thing, okay? Something about traveling. But first, yeah, rising star house, this is you. You're a rising star. You could be, you know, receiving a home. Okay. Maybe you're moving to a new house. Maybe you're moving away from this energy, this person over here, and you're moving to a new house, and you're focusing on your rising star energy. This is how your twin flame, your true masculine is going to it's like a sign to him, right? It's the sign to him that you closed the cycle with this past thing, and so he can move towards you. You're going to be in your own shit over here, right? You're going to be relaxing, wish fulfilled. Yeah, alone, relax, and focused on wish fulfillment. You're getting a new home, a new house, a new job. You're going to be in this rising star energy. Yeah. Because you're going to be walking away from this person who thought that you were going to trust them. That's this person who wants to come in and make peace. That say they're going to come in and say, "Oh, I'm sorry I abandoned you in the past, but I've done so much work, and I'm sorry I sacrificed you, and I'm sorry I kept this other relationship hidden from you. I'm sorry I tried to give this person, you know, make this person an empress when it was always you. I'm sorry I didn't put respect on your name in the past, but hey, will you still trust me? Will you trust me again?" Once you walk away from that and you abandon this person just like they abandoned you, you sacrifice them just like they sacrificed you in the past. Once that comes to completion, everything's cleared. The debt is cleared on your end. Your karmic debt is cleared. You're able to walk free, baby. That's what I'm seeing here. Okay, so I'm gonna let y'all go. I don't think there's any. Let me see if I can get y'all any advice real quick. Hold on. What else can I read? Okay, what does the universe want you to focus on or know about as you work through this situation? And then I got to go back to work. So tell me, Spirit, what can I tell my collective? Yeah, release. It says, release old doubts and fears. You are currently undergoing changes that are necessary for your highest good. They are changes that have been long awaited. Leave the past where it belongs, in the past. Trust that everything will fall into place for you in divine timing, okay? See, that's the lesson. Once all that's learned on your behalf here, baby, Everything's moving forward, okay? The past, leave the past where it belongs, in the past. But you got someone from the past that's going to come in, like I said, trying to make peace, but you're going to be surprised by your own self because you wanted this, but now you don't type thing, okay? I feel like you learned your lesson. Yeah, the reason some people have walked away from you for no reason has nothing to do with you. They have been removed from your life because the universe is taking you to the next steps. They have already served their purpose in your life. Let them go and keep moving. Greater is coming. Okay? And we're just going to leave it on that because that just confirms everything I just channeled for you. So, good luck with this. You know, give yourself a pat on the back, baby, because, you know, you're moving forward. You're going to be tested, but you already aced this test. Seriously. Just be prepared. That's it. Be prepared. I love you. Please like, share, or subscribe. Bye, guys.